1, 2, 3, go!
So what is basketball?
Basketball is a sport that is played with two teams of 5 players each. The game's object is to shoot a ball through a hoop that is 10 feet high on the opponent's side of the court. This play aims to score in the opponent's basket and prevent the other team from scoring. The team with the most points at the end of the game wins. The game is typically played indoors on a rectangular court.
Let me give you a quick history about basketball.
Basketball was invented in December 1891 by Canadian physical education instructor James Naismith. The game was created as a way to keep athletes active indoors during the winter months. The first official game was played on January 20, 1892 between Naismith students. The sport grew in popularity and was eventually included as an Olympic event in 1936.
What is the equipment of basketball?
The equipment of basketball consists of the ball, the court, the basket, and the backboard. The ball is inflated orange colored and rough texture with the black contours. The court is a flat rectangular surface with baskets at opposite ends. The basket is a hoop or rim with a net attached to it, 10 feet above the ground. The backboard is a piece of equipment behind the basket that helps the ball bounce off during shooting. It can be made of plexiglass, wood, steel, metal, or transparent glass. Some competitive levels of basketball require more equipment such as clocks, score sheets, scoreboards, and other training aids.
So what are the parts of the basketball court? The parts of the basketball has sideline, 3-point line, baseline, key, half court, and feature.
So now, let's proceed to the fouls of basketball.
A foul in basketball is when a player breaks a rule by making contact with an opponent in a way that is deemed excessive or illegal. The fouled player will be awarded free throws if the foul was committed during the act of shooting or if the opposing team has reached a certain number of fouls. Foul calls can also result in possession of the ball changing hands. Player can be disqualified from a game if they accumulated a certain number of fouls. Examples of fouls: personal fouls. This is when a player makes illegal contact with another player. This can include hitting, pushing, or tripping another player. Personal fouls can result in free throws or the other team gaining possession of the ball. Intentional personal fouls can result in additional penalties such as player ejections. Technical fouls. Technical fouls are minor violations that do not involve physical contact. They are given to players or coaches for unsportsmanlike conduct, verbal abuse, or minor rule infringements. Like personal fouls, technical fouls also result in one free throw for the opposing team followed by possession of the ball. A player or even a coach may be ejected from the game if they receive two technical fouls. When a player swings their elbow aggressive and excessively, they can be called for an elbowing foul, even if contact is not made with an opponent. Last is the holding foul. A holding foul occurs when a defender holds, grabs, or pulls an offensive player.
So now, what are the violations of basketball? A violation in basketball is when a player breaks a rule or regulation of the game. This can include steps taken without dribbling the ball, holding onto the ball for too long, or moving an established pivot foot. Violation results in a turnover, which means the opposing team gains possession of the ball. The most common violation in basketball are traveling and double dribbling.
Also called a shot clock violation, occurs when a basketball team fails to shoot the ball before the shot clock runs out. Five-second violation, called against an offensive player with the ball when the player is guarded closely for 5 seconds or more and does not pass, shoot, or dribble within the time. Traveling. In basketball, traveling is a violation that occurs when a player takes too many steps without dribbling the ball. Traveling is also called predominantly in a street ball game, walking or steps. 3 seconds. Requires that in basketball, a player shall not remain in their team's foul lane for more than 3 consecutive seconds while the player's team is in control of a live ball in the front court and the game clock is running. No offensive player with or without the ball could remain in the key for 3 seconds or more. Double dribble. Double dribble. An illegal action that happens when a player dribbles the ball with or 2 hands at the same time or starts to dribble again after stopping.
1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand,